Are you at your heaviest weight, you feeling stuck, you tried everything but nothing is getting you results, and you really want to lose fat and gain muscle, but it feels impossible? I got good news for you. That's not going to happen today. Today I'm going to share you how you can lose fat and gain muscle at the same time, even if you are an ambitious professional working a full-time job. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, but also turn on the bell to get notified whenever I'm making a new video about weight loss advice. I use these tips to help several men lose weight and keep it off, and I'm so excited to help you as well. So if you're an ambitious professional who are struggling with losing weight and also gaining muscle at the same time, if you're an ambitious professional who wants to lose weight and also gain muscle at the same time, I'll share the advice, and yes, it's possible, but you need to take into account about a couple of different scenarios. First of all, you need to understand that people who have never lifted in their entire life, they are more prepositioned to being able to lose fat and also gain muscle because you've never worked out in your entire life. So this is a kind of new stimulus that is going to adapt to your body. So it also depends on how proper you have studied the workout videos, because if you have studied how to do a bicep curl the correct way and you are using a lot of mind muscle connection, where you are creating a connection between your mind to your muscle, and you are also focusing on, let's say, feeling the muscle getting worked, and you applying enough progressive overload, let's say that in simple terms 10 to 12 reps with bicep curls, and you are doing with 10 kilos, and then you are lifting that with proper form and 1 to 2 reps before failure, and you do that, that is enough for you to feel like you are lifting enough. And then you, the next set, are doing the same, but instead of 10 kilos, you're doing 12 kilos. So you are gradually applying more resistance, and being able to apply more resistance and pushing yourself is helping you to break down these muscle tissues. So you, through proper rest and also nutrition, you're going to build a lot more muscle very fast. So you of course have to dial in your nutrition. So I always recommend that you are figured out your macro calculator, like your maintenance calories, and then you decrease it to 200 calories. That is just a small deficit already. And then you have 45% protein, because the more protein you are eating, the faster you will build muscle. And the more muscle you have, the more weight you will lose as well. And when you're trying to lose weight, you will either burn muscle or fat. So if you have a high protein diet, you're going to keep the muscle, most of the muscle of course, and then you'll just burn a lot of fat. So that's basically just a tricky thing. If you've never worked out in your entire life, you just have something that is called newbie gains, and that is you being able to build a lot more muscle in the first couple of years when you're working out. And like after 1 or 2 years, there's like an amount of how much muscle you can gain throughout your entire life. So after 1 or 2 years, you are not able to gain as much weight, like muscle, anymore. And like after like 5 years, it's very little that you can gain. So it's also about adjusting some kind of like parameters in regards to being able to keep gaining muscle, but that's more like advanced stuff. I would love to know, what is your biggest takeaway so far? Just comment below in the comment section. Second factor that's going to help you when it comes to like losing weight and also building muscle at the same time is about you being overweight. Let's imagine that you are 30 kilo or 60 pounds overweight, or you have a BMI that's like over 30. So the more fat you have on your body, the more like fuel your body can use to provide to support muscle growth. So it's like you have some more energy that you can provide to help you build muscle and also losing weight. And when you are someone who's very lean, like if you're under 11-12% body fat, you don't have so much like stored fat you can use anymore because you're already so lean. So if you don't have so much stored fat, you're not able to use these extra fat stores to support the muscle growth. So that's mainly just one of the things. So you can expect in the beginning that you are going to gain a lot of muscle when you are very overweight and you're trying to lose weight. So the third factor is if you have taken a long pause from working out because you've been injured or you just had some stuff going on in your life that was preventing you from working out. So if you are working out again, there's something that's called muscle memory, which basically just means that if you once been lifting a lot of weight and you've been doing that consistently and just taking a break, your muscle are going to remember it actually being at the peak performance. So it's just easy for your body to remember how you used to work out. So there's just easier to as well just building a shitload of muscle mass again. So it wouldn't take you as long as building all that muscle and losing weight because you've just been used to it. So it's just like, just because you have not driven a car like for 2-3 months, you're not going to forget it. So maybe in the start of the first couple of rides, you're feeling a bit rusty, but eventually after a couple of times, you just been very effective and you remember it. The same is with your body. It's just remember it. So you wouldn't stress about it. Just the first couple of sessions when you're working out again, just take it easy because eventually it's just a matter of time before you're like fully prepared again to being like muscular and losing weight so you can have a lean tone and nice body. So when I'm trying to help my clients lose weight and build muscle, but also myself, I'm always starting out with a macro calculator where I'm just figuring out the amount of calories I need to be in a calorie maintenance and also like subtracting that calorie maintenance. So I have like 200 calorie in deficit because just enough small calorie deficit to like lose weight but still being able to build muscle, because the first couple of weeks your body hasn't registered that it's in a calorie deficit, so you are technically still able to build a lot of muscle. And you also want to have a high protein diet where it's like 40-45% of your protein are coming from your daily calories, so you are still also technically building a lot of muscle but also keeping the muscle when you are trying to lose some weight. So it's also about focusing on, when you are losing weight, you have to understand that keeping as much muscle mass as possible. Let's imagine that you have this kind of muscle here, like the biceps, you have a lot of fat around it. And when you are trying to lose weight, you are eventually just decreasing the amount of fat that's on this bicep. And then after you have lost a lot of weight, you don't have so much fat covering that muscle anymore. And that's also the same thing in regards to your shoulders. You don't have so much fat covering your shoulders. So that is just helping you appear more toned and muscular because you have more muscle because of you have been strength training, like stimulated, and also having high protein and you're keeping your muscle. So that's how you're creating the illusion. And sometimes another thing is going to help you is not only focusing on a high protein diet, but also high carb diet, where you are just giving your body enough, like fueling your glycogen stores. This is where you're storing the carbs. So when you are don't have any carbs in your body, you are feeling like very flat. So your muscles look very flat, like they're not so full. So when you're eating a lot of carbs, you are just filling out your muscles even more with a lot of, like, you have to understand it's like a balloon. So if you are giving your body a lot of carbs, it's like you are a balloon that's popping up, so your muscles appear even bigger. And if you don't have so much fat around, your muscle is just appearing bigger as well. So having carbs is also going to help you getting a lot more energy to working out. And if you have more energy to working out, you can build a lot more muscle because you have the strength and energy for that. And you're also just being able to maintain your energy throughout your day when you are working as an ambitious professional. And when it comes to cardio, so you are already having the things with the workout and also the diet in order when it comes to like building muscle. So you also want to create a bigger calorie deficit through your cardio and also your steps. So I always recommend like low intensity like cardio in regards to like resistance on a stationary bike, because it's just you are burning even more calories because there's some resistance. So you do that 4 times a week on a stationary bike, 20 minutes heart rate 120, 150, and then you walk 6,000 steps, because walking is a very mild form of doing cardio. It's not so taxing on your nervous system. You don't feel fatigue when you're doing that. You're just more enjoying, and you're also releasing the endorphins, like the hormones that makes you feel like very happy and awesome. So gradually just losing more weight through that, and also focusing on the building muscle with weight training. So that's basically just how you are losing weight and building muscle. When you're also trying to lose weight and building muscle, it's also equally as important how you are building your body, because if you want to appear to have building a lot more muscle, it comes down to where you are building your body. So if you want to have a hourglass shape, where it's like broad shoulders and like big arms and big upper chest here, and wide tapered back, and a very small waist and big quads, like big legs, that is going to help you a lot to create that illusion that you build a lot of muscle. So let's imagine that you are focusing a lot on building the front delts and also the side delts. That is going to help you create the framework that is going to make you appear wider. And if you are focusing on building your upper chest, like here, that's also getting more mass on that. That's also helping you accentuate the form of having a V taper. And then if you're also focusing on having a wide back, that's basically just you focusing on dumbbell high rows. So you are targeting the upper part of your muscle on your back, and focusing on having a small waist. That is through like following a calorie deficit diet, where you just gradually losing weight, and you just keep hitting the muscle groups here on top, and also focus on having stronger and building bigger biceps and triceps and forearms as well, and also building your glutes and the quads and the hamstrings, so your legs appear bigger, so it's like an X form. So that's going to help you appear very much muscular and also toned. But that's also the look that most people you're seeing when you go into the movies, watching the Marvel movies, which is just Captain America looking exactly like that. You're at your heaviest weight you've ever been, and you're tired of not losing weight and gaining muscle. It's time for some real solution. I would love to invite you on a free strategy call, where I'm going to give you advice how you specifically can lose fat and build muscle at the same time, and I'll give you an action plan how we can help you do that, so you can regain your confidence, but also just improving your health, so you can talk with clients and doing the presentations and work. There's a link in the description and also a link in the comment section where you can book the call. Thank you.